Hey guys, welcome back to Loop Hub. Today we'll talk about the grossest and most disturbing moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 3. Pretty gnarly cysts. Sandra Lee MD, also known as Dr. Pimple Popper, is a dermatologist who has popped some pretty nasty cysts. From face cysts filled with corn to a cyst filled with green frosting, there's something for everyone. She's also tackling a dark brown rotten egg cyst that just sits below her patient's shoulder in her most recent Instagram video. It turns out that having a brown cyst isn't at all that common, but seeing one this dark in a patient with lighter skin was unusual. Cysts can be found in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, even green, because cysts contain dead skin cells. Their color may reflect the patient's skin complexion, depending on the amount of melanin on their skin. She wrote in the caption, "I've seen stark white cysts in patients from all walks of life, but I've never seen a darker colored cyst in a patient with fair skin." Dr. P positions her hands to squeeze out the cyst from the patient's already sliced skin. In the beginning of the video, I was hoping to get it out by squeezing it. We're all taking a step back. It's starting to crack a little, Dr. P says. The patient exclaims, "Don't pop on us." She then goes on to ask Dr. P, "Oh my goodness, what exactly is it?" And she clarifies that it's just a typical cyst. This is the sac wall, and everything else is the cyst contents. It has a very thin wall. All that's on the skin, and it's been trapped there for years, and it's finally been freed, Dr. P says. She grabs a pair of tweezers and scissors after the cyst appears, and snips it out of the patient's tissue. "I'm so glad you're getting this done and over with," the patient exclaims to Dr. P. Naturally, Dr. Pimple Popper's fans are enthralled, and the cyst has been compared to a rotten egg. When it's opening up, it reminds me of the aliens' eggs. One follower said, "Looks like a rotten egg," wrote another. Number 2. Top blackheads. Dr. Pimple Popper is a dermatologist who enjoys extracting blackheads. She does, after all, have her own extracting tool for it. Her blackhead removal videos are some of the best. She tackles 2 massive blackheads on the back of an elderly female patient's neck in her most recent Instagram video. These blackheads are hiding in plain sight. She can't see them. She added captions to the video. She starts by poking the 2 massive blackheads with a needle. She then takes out an extractor and pulls out the first blackhead. A massive solid chunk emerges. She converses with her patient while doing so, and she continues to converse as she works on the second blackhead. Although this one is a little smaller, the pop is still enjoyable. She then discovers a few more blackheads to remove. She also grabs a pair of scissors to ensure that the blackheads are completely removed. Her fans are naturally enamored with her extractions. One follower said, "It's like 2 little eyes. This was wonderful," wrote another. Number 1. Treating a lipoma. Dr. Pimple Popper gave an inside look at how she treats a lipoma, a fat-filled growth that sits between a person's muscle layer and skin layer, in a March 10 YouTube video. Lipomas usually grow slowly and are small, with a diameter of about 2 inches. According to the Mayo Clinic, the patient's lipoma was about the size of an apple and was located on his neck behind his ear in this case. It had been growing for the previous 10 years. Dr. Pimple Popper cut through the center of the growth with a surgical blade to remove it. Blood began to seep out of the lipoma as soon as she cut it open. Lee used a cauterizing pen to reduce bleeding and get a better look at the growth. She then used scissors to cut the pieces of the lipoma away from the patient's skin walls, loosening it. Her action caused more blood to flow out of the wound. When Lee squeezed each side of the lipoma with her hands, she realized it wouldn't come out in one swift pop like many lipomas do. Lee said of the lipoma, "He's not being too nice to me." That's when she decided to widen the incision and dig out for bits of lipoma with her tweezers and fingers. The lipoma came out in pieces rather than all at once, according to Lee, because the patient had a lot of fibers under his skin that acted like a fishing net, catching bits of the lipoma as it slid out. She described the tiny bits as scrambled eggs. Dr. P removed all the gross remnants after nearly 10 minutes of wrestling with it. She finished the job by stitching the wound shut. What do you think about these Dr. Pimple Popper moments? Which one was the most disgusting one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.